Yep, I done hit the live.
Did Sean get there yet?
No, I guess he gonna drive. He gonna drive down tomorrow because he 3 hours away.
Oh,
But
dang.
what's with coming here though? Sean,
Jav is there.
Jav is here. Yep, he sure is. I ain't talk.
Man, shit.
Live, nigga, we live.
Yeah, did Sean get there yet?
Oh, thought you re-asked the question. You asleep, yo?
Nah, I wasn't asleep. I was over there on Unbiased.
Oh, what are you talking? Oh, with Chief X? Oh man, I can't.
No, Chief X ain't over there.
Oh, he ain't? Oh.
It was me, Brendan, Haskell, and Wuja.
Oh, Wuja? What is Wuja talking?
They talking about Tony Browder right now.
Oh, they don't like him?
No, saying that he Gucci. He doing another dig.
Yeah. He got the lady actually do the dig, but he with her. You know what I'm saying? She got the permits.
Mm.
Yeah, he legit, yo. And I think that's a nice trip to take, right? To actually go there and see how it dig work, yo. I remember Manuel and Pimp was doing that. Would take you out there so you can see shit. But that's something I would do. But I don't know if I got 4,000 for it. But yeah, I wouldn't want to just go to Egypt to walk around and shit. Yeah, I can see how to get the shit out.
And look at the pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them online.
Yeah, you can put in the coordinates and go right with the Google shit. They get mad at you. Yo. You spend 4 stacks, we can pay your internet bill. They be mad.
Right.
Get this chat pull up, yo. Damn. I see y'all in there. Danny Wilson.
I gotta pay my daughter tuition, so.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I motherfucking paid $4,000. I could be paying her goddamn tuition.
Ooh. That's for high school, yo. You doing it big, nigga.
Ain't nobody pay for me to go to high school, they ain't. So, you know what I mean? You try to give your kids something that you ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Some shit that you ain't had, you know what I mean? My parents ain't even look at private school for us.
Yeah, nope.
You know what I mean? That wasn't even on their radar. We went to Disney World and shit like that, but they ain't think about, you know what I mean?
No, they wasn't doing that. No, Bad Most, what's going on? Akabulan Havoc Service Incorporated in the building. Julanda, CK, what's up? What it do? Omar Reed. What we got in here, man? Yeah, we good, man. We getting ready for that event, man. Shit. Kofi. Just saying Kofi. Yep, Chavis. I don't know where he at. I'm gonna send a link though. Chavis gonna be ready to argue with us.
Yeah, send Chavis the link. That nigga crazy.
Ready to argue with us, yo. But I actually had a good conversation with him, yo. He actually too young for the dumb shit. He got too much science on his mind. You know what I'm saying? He could pay to skate. I told him, yo, I say, yo, you too young, you love science too much, and it's over with, bro. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Nope, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get what we trying to do. Like we talked a little bit about Garfield conversation. But Issa and Farji. And it's along the same lines to me. You know what I mean? Like the dude Farji was saying that, you know, it was a connection between Africans and you know, the black Africans left Africa and went into Asia and then went into South Asia, into all this other shit, the South Pacific Islands and all the way to Australia all the way to America and kept the same and kept a connection back to Africa. Like what? Like that shit was so confusing, yo.
No, it was confusing to you?
It was so confusing that they are PhDs and they were saying that.
I don't believe they PhDs. I don't believe they PhDs, yo. I like to see that shit. Because if you're a PhD, yo, you can walk down to the biology department, yo, and then straighten it up for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, so really, when the African left Africa, they must have had on spacesuits, yo. Right? Spacesuits to keep the same temperature and mimicking the temperate zones that they had evolved in. Right? So the spacesuit kept the same temperature, kept the same amount of sunlight, kept the same amount of moisture and all that. And they left out of Africa and did all that shit he said, yo. You get what I'm saying, Chef?
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Because if you're running around human, okay, on planet Earth, without a spacesuit on, with that exact same environment that you left, you're going to fucking evolve.
Mm-hmm.
You would have had to have on something to stop you from evolving. Right? You can just look at the Australians, the Aborigines. They had a whole different look to them. Why? Because they have evolved in the environment. Why are there certain animals in Australia that you don't find nowhere else but in Australia? What's the joke?
The marsupial.
Why is that? Because it's a total different environment. And things in that area must evolve or die. That's what it is. You evolve or die on planet Earth. So people act like humans was born in clothes. It's the funniest thing. Nigga come out the womb with a pair of Jordans on and a hoodie. Here I is, I'm in the world. No, they call us the naked ape for a reason. Niggas was naked. They ain't had clothes on. Right, clothes don't come till later on, ladies and gentlemen. Right, clothes help block out sunlight. Clothes is almost like hair. So you either gonna have on some, you either gonna have hair to block out the sunlight, or you're gonna have some fucking clothes, right, to help temper down some of the sunlight, or you're gonna have a nice, rich melanin. You're gonna have darker skin in those areas. You're not escaping it. So for rousing them, yo, it's just very fraudulent on that. And so now it has put a distrust for us. Yeah, like how can you trust them? So I never understand why West Africa got to be Egypt and why Egypt got to be West Africa. Like why was like they're different nations, different people. South African ain't a West African. Like it's not that, yo. So it's really not fair. That's why we practice scientific literacy over here, man. Because with that, you can figure out if I'm making that shit up or lying to you, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I see you, Anthony, in the building. Yo, put the link in the Facebook group.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing, man. What's up, Anthony?
Yo, what's happening? Y'all all right? What's happening, Brother Chef?
What's going on, bro?
All right. All right. You doing all right, brother? Huh?
I'm good, man. You know, waiting for Black History Month to come through. Waiting for your presentation. We ain't gonna tell them, right?
Oh yeah, I got plenty more.
Yeah, that's what we doing, yo. We're gonna have fun, man. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have. Let me put this link in here, man, for everybody, man. Get this shit going, man. But yeah, what's going on, Kofi? Can't hear you. Can't hear you yet. Kofi is in town. He's in the building. I met the brother, right? And his lovely wife, man, right? Good motherfucking people, Joe. We can't hear you though, Kofi. I can see you though, nigga. All right. Yo, Anthony got the trash truck. Yo, you're a geometric. What you say? Say, yo, geometric apparatus. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice quick show, man. Hopefully, if you're in the area. All right, you connect. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop now. I don't know whether I ain't bring my good laptops. I bring my old broke down laptop.
Oh, it's working, yo.
Yeah.
It was good meeting you today, man. Good people, man. Same dude on here, same dude in real life.
He is in person. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What up with it, Chef?
For the camera. He ain't acting up for the camera.
I'm gonna have to come down, yo. I swear to God, yo.
Oh, yo,
I sure thought you were coming, bro. I sure thought you were coming.
Now we got whole cell phones to take the motherfucking now fucking with.
I know, yo. That's
Jeff, yo.
Crazy, yo, if I could get, man, shit.
Handle your business, yo. That's first. We're gonna have a lot more of these, yo. Hey, Chavez, man. Mute yourself, man. What's good, bro? Chavez is in the building. He has landed in Atlanta. What's good, young buck? What it do? Can't hear.
His phone got COVID.
You ain't put the mask on the phone, yo. You was walking through the airport, yo. You probably got to go out and come back in, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, peace to your brother Kofi.
What's going on with it? Who was brother Anthony? How you doing?
Man.
All right. And hey, brother, I'm a professional geometrist.
Yo, you crazy. I like that shit.
You see that? Everything about that truck is about angles. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
So when I dump that can right there, if my angle is off, it's going in that hopper. The can's gonna slide off.
Oh man.
And if I don't bend it over enough, if my angle is not steep enough, nothing won't come out the can. And then I got to line the truck up, to get the can. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything about it is angles. Everything.
Yeah, I fuck it up.
A lot do.
Yeah, I fuck it up. Sheriff,
that's why I say that.
Oh, okay. I got you. You're right. This shit ain't no simple shit. Sheriff, unmute your shit, yo. I can hear you now. What's good? I see you in the city, man.
In the hood, man, somewhere out here in the ghetto near you.
You in the hood. You went right to the damn hood. I said this nigga went to the
man, look, I can look out here. I can tell the hood a mile away, man. I can look out like,
that's you went to the hood. Yeah. You an hour and a half.
Hotel.
You damn near 2-hour drive from me. I say, what the hell is this nigga doing, yo?
That Lyft driver said you exaggerate, man. It ain't 2 hours, man. He says about 40 minutes.
Nah, I sent it to you, nigga. That shit is man.
I'm talking about what the driver said.
Huh?
I'm talking about what the driver said.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't an hour. It's not about.
You saying to the book? To the bookstore, right? No, I'm saying from where I'm at right now, yo. It's an hour and 40 minutes, nigga. I was like, shh, boy. We're gonna get together, yo. I gotta holler at you about something. Hey, Chavez, I ain't getting y'all no, you don't mind arguing. Hey, Kofi, I'm not gonna get you in no trouble, yo.
I ain't gonna participate. I'm just gonna listen. You know me. I wanna let y'all have.
Kofi, get on there and be quiet as a motherfucker. Just look at how crazy motherfucker that is.
I think we should all be in agreement on this.
Yeah, we all in agreement.
No, we all got to be in agreement on this one.
Yeah, it ain't. So, first of all, man, I'd like to say hi to to the brothers and sisters, got 37,000 in the goddamn building, man. I appreciate everybody, man, the support, man. Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, Bobby Baltimore, Bobby Banger, man. It's Bobby banging this bitch. Yeah. But what I think we done had some interesting conversation across the board, man. And I just want to let everybody know that Kofi and them is going to be putting together my second book, The Chronology of Human Evolution 2. Right. I just wanted to announce that to everybody, man. Yeah, they putting that together. Now I got another joint coming out that I've been working on. And yeah, I ain't ready to release the title to y'all, but they definitely working on that one. So I want to thank Chavis, Kofi, Sean, and them for the work they doing. And anybody that want to write something, put something together, yo, they got you, yo. They even do some ghostwriting for you, right? You giving your ideas. You know, you do your studying, yo. And if you not writing that good, they do that for you, man. More people do that than you know. I think that's an important key element for our community. I think it's important to get the information out, man. So I just want to, announce that to everybody, man. When you put a book out there, it's there forever, right? And, we just glad to have somebody in the family that actually do that. Now, we've been having good conversations, right? And y'all know me, man, I just like to make this shit simple. So the title of the show is self-explanatory, right? And then let me read the title real quick, right? Title was real simple, right? It says the ancient Egyptians didn't care about the Big Bang or the Hubble Telescope, right? Simple. We arguing as African Americans about the goddamn Nile Valley Africans as if they would have gave 3 flying fucks about the Hubble Telescope. They couldn't have did nothing with it, right? Let's talk about the cosmic background radiation. The cosmic background radiation ain't went no motherfucking where. It was there when the fucking Egyptians was there. It was there when Homo erectus was there. It was there when Australopithecus was there. It was there when Australopithecus boise was there. And it was there when Australopithecus afrozensis was there. It ain't went no motherfucking where. The fucking oil was always in the motherfucking ground. Right? Coal was definitely there. Iron was there. All that all that shit was there. It ain't went nowhere. Right underneath it, ancient people's noses. That's not hard for people to fucking comprehend. The conversation we was having was an African American conversation. It never was an ancient Egyptian conversation. It wouldn't have had no value to them. Oil wouldn't have had value to them. I'm pretty sure they seen some fucking oil. They couldn't drink it, right? Maybe they lit some fire with it. I don't fucking know. But it wouldn't have been value to them. And sometimes we get stuck in our own world, right? Being what they call modernized, right? And we place ideas on those people that wouldn't have mattered. So if they'd have had the Hubble telescope, the shit would just be laying in the sand. What else would they have done with the Hubble? Even if they could put it in the sky for a moment, they would look at the sky and then what would they do with it? Nothing. They wouldn't need the GPS system. No more different than what the fuck you gonna do with a bow and arrow, but have some fun now. Go out to the shooting range and shoot the bow. That's it. It really has no value to you. So I think the mistake we make sometimes is placing value on things and arguing about things that wouldn't have mattered to our brothers in the Nile, right? Or our brothers in West Africa or South Africa. Yo, it's development, right? In different areas of survivability. And I always try to make the point to say that our brothers in Africa, brothers and sisters in Africa, right? They had reached the pinnacle of what they was doing. And I don't think that's respected enough because we try to gauge it with the crazy shit we got. So if we was to transport back in the car, right? Nice old bus, me, Chavis, Anthony, You know what I'm saying? Chef and L, Kofi, Sean, Asahotep and Wujai, we talking shit on a bus, and we ended up in Egypt. Dude. They be like, who the fuck is these niggas? First of all, we stuck in the sand. You ain't driving nowhere and ain't got no motherfucking roads, right? And if we did hit some grass and drove a little bit on some shit, right? Then eventually we run out of gas. Then we fuck. If we get a flat tire, you done. How you gonna fix it? You ain't got no more tires to put it on there. Lord knows when you run out of gas, where you gonna get the gas from? It was plenty of natural gas all around them. But where you gonna get gas from? Remember, you got to take the oil, you got to refine it. There's no refineries. Our bus wouldn't mean shit to nobody. We could live in a motherfucker now. Good goddamn shelter though. That's it. But we kind of forget that. They wouldn't have needed a motherfucker. Matter of fact, we burn up in the motherfucking truck. It'd be too fucking hot. And I think we just forget these common sense things. We're not sitting back and really analyzing it. We're not sitting back and really saying, man, that's a badass, that's a terrible example to try to play on them. So I just want everybody to know that if a plane was there, it wouldn't have meant shit to them either. It ain't bringing nothing to the table. It's not feeding them. It's not helping them fight no wars. It's not helping them teach the babies to reach the age of reproduction. Those things that we have now would have meant nothing to them. It just wouldn't have. The things they had wouldn't have meant nothing to us. Mindsets are different. Things have changed. The world around them has changed. We perceive the whole planet. They perceived their world. They couldn't even ask the question, where did humans come from? They could only ask the question, where their clan or tribe came from. And I think we kind of marginalized that. I wouldn't expect them to understand evolution. The question wasn't even there. So I just think we need to, we have fun with this. We get mad, we argue, get mad at each other. But the reality is, man, look, man, you just gotta accept Africa for what it is, love Africa for what it is, recognize they only knew what they knew. We only know what we know. What would be impossible for them back then, based off the tools and technology, would be possible for us today. That doesn't make them stupid, it doesn't make them dumb. What's impossible for us today, in the future will be possible for our kids' based off the level of technology. These are things we must understand, and these are things we must teach the babies. I likes to have fun because I already knew that. But need the conversation, man. Groups need to come together, and we're culminating with it tomorrow to save and help the community. It's ignorance. So like the Egyptians, right? They thought that things that were old were renowned. That was their thing. Our community today be thinking the same way, that older shit is better. Yeah, you know how to do that oldie but goodies, right? That's the mindset you in, and you really think these things, and that's okay. But the reality is the fact that the Egyptians thought that the older things were better compromised them in certain situations. The same way we compromise today. Oh, the old niggas is better, but we got the young brothers here. We got Shavis and them, right? We got the Kofi Pasa research team. We got the Masis. We got the pseudo killers. You got the older dudes, the Raw squad. And if we have the attitude that older is better, then we'll never get the young brothers and sisters space to grow in their development, right? Because the young always overtake the old. It's been that way on planet Earth from day one. And I talk to Kofi, I say, Kofi, how many books you got to the credit? Say about 17. Shavis got about 2 or 3, right? And then all the work put into all the books. So the whole goddamn Kofi and Masi is about 17 books. Dr. Ben would probably say, what the fuck is going on? Y'all made them too fast. No, it's the technology that allows them to make the books quicker. They don't have to take a plane and go to the Louvre, right? They don't got to drive 500 miles to get to Syracuse, right? 500 more miles to get to New York, right? Go to the largest museum. Yo, you can take virtual tours. You can access the information from journals of nature, journal of science, right? You ain't got to wait for the shit to come in the mail. Internet has speed things up. Things are happening in real time, right? So you can produce documents, quality documents, far more faster than you could back then. Dr. Ben was typing his shit. Look at this book. He typed this shit out. When the last time any of y'all niggas seen a typewriter? Go ahead, somebody add something to the conversation.
I'm just gonna let you know I ain't seen no typewriters, man, in probably maybe 20 years, man. I ain't seen no typewriter. I took typing in man, might have been fifth grade. Might have been fifth grade. And that's been a long time ago. I ain't seen no typewriter in a while. But I will say this though, man. I agree with what you're saying. And this is just and I always say this my opinion because I'm a part of a group. So people hear me say this a lot. This is my opinion. I don't want my opinion to reflect anybody else's but mine. But like I said, I agree with you as far as what you're saying, as far as you know, we in the mindset that we believe that the old is better. I'm saying the old is the foundation. We can take that foundation and we can build upon that foundation. But I don't particularly believe that, the old is always better. We just can take it and we can build on it. Certain people agree with me with certain people agree and certain people don't within the teams agree with, I believe in creating taking the old but creating something new, taking what we can from that foundation from the old and building something new, something modernized to fit us in this day's time. Some people believe that you just the old, you don't have to do nothing from you don't have to take nothing from the old. The old is there, we can use, we can take that, but I necessarily don't believe in that. I believe that we can take something from the old, and build from it. I don't understand why we believe that, you know, something, the old is always better. That's not the case. Old is not, always better. Shoot, I like my if I don't want to cook, I like to put my stuff in the microwave and get it on and get it over with. I don't like putting my information in the microwave. I ain't gonna put my information in the microwave, but you know what I'm saying? But nothing wrong with no.
You don't got to. So we got something in the chat room. See already. Brother Mathis, they say trying to minimize the thoughts of the Egyptians as if they only knew about themselves. Yeah, you're right, yo. They knew about North America. They knew about South America. They knew about Australia, right? They knew about people in South America, right? They knew about the whole world. You're right, bro. Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to minimize it. Now, won't you just hit that link, though, Mathis, right? Because based off your statement is a little bit silly there. Whatever you thought you were saying, you ain't saying. Ain't nobody minimizing their thoughts. You see how they come out, though? See how he say that? You got to ask yourself, what was he listening to?
I told you it's how it be coming out, but you didn't really, this time you didn't really just, you know what I'm saying, go. What you're saying is really agreeable in the sense of no, they wouldn't have needed no Hubble, but my only thing with that is I don't think that's the argument. Like people is trying to say that I can't say that all the way around because you got some people that do feel like that, like Kofi was saying, but I'm more of I resonate with what Kofi is saying as far as we could build off those things, but some of it isn't useful. But like I think the conversation was more just about speaking about what they did have and explaining it. And in that, you had a comparison. I think that was just simple. Like that's just in part of science. You compare things. You're gonna have similarities and you're gonna have some super differences. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You utilize what you can, but as far as that shit, all we seeing is that, you know, that they had some type of understanding of their own, but just like any other indigenous people.
Of course.
So that's why I don't disagree with you. It's just still doesn't take away that it's still interesting what these people thought. You know what I'm saying? How they articulated it is still, to me, still interesting, but it doesn't mean like I need that to understand anything right now, because like you say, we have these tools and whatnot. So, but like I said, I don't think the conversation was with that from people like Asar and Wuja was saying that it's better. They just was trying to, I believe, elaborate on specifics. But yeah, that's
I'm gonna say they was bullshitting, man, because Egyptian folklore, philosophy, mythology, religion is essential to their survivability in the Iron Age, Bronze Age, and Stone Age. It's essential in transmitting cultural practices, cultural meaning. It gave them meaning to their world. This is essential in those time periods. Very important to transmit this information, that their philosophical view of the world, where they fit. They was trying to figure out where they was at and who they was, and they myths and they folklore. It's essential. Like nowadays, we underplay all that shit because we got cell phones, we got auto books, we got this, we got that. Damn, yo, I never met you before, but now you here. Nigga, shit, you know how long it take to walk from fucking Lower Nile to Upper Nile, yo? You might not make it, nigga. Might get a bow and arrow in their head, yo. One of them Nubian tribes. Yeah, I'm just saying, nigga, one of them raiders. Dog. I can't hear you. You muted.
So they might get snatched up by a crocodile. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They world. Yo, you gotta transmit the world you in so that the people understand the goddamn world you in, yo. To start talking about the cosmic background radiation wouldn't have meant nothing to nobody. The cosmic background radiation didn't just pop up, yo. It was always here. Mm-hmm. That's my point. They couldn't access it. They couldn't even ask the question about that. They knew how old they felt their world was, and that's not minimizing it. Not to apply it is a key example of producing something. The first science in the world is that not to apply it, it's astronomy. It could definitely be considered that. So what is the byproduct of the megalith? Oh, now we can track the monsoon rains. We can track the summer solstice. Now we know when to plant. Now we survive. Now we eat another day. See, you ain't got no refrigeration. You sure as fuck ain't got no food markets where you can, you ain't got none of that shit. Like, we forget that. So when we talking about that, right, we forget that, right? You know, you're not eating a lot of meat because you might end up being fucking meat. You just ain't hunting no hippopotamus. Yo, hippopotamus are ferocious.
I was like, pit bulls on steroids, man. Oh, fuck you up, man.
You're not that. You're not eating meat all the time. You better eat that shit you growing, nigga, or you might be fooled, right? So I can't. Maybe you have a better beat on what Asana was saying, right? I just don't, because I felt like they Fauci and all of them are officially devaluing what these people had did. Because you're trying to place the value that we have on things. It's the craziest thing in the world, yo. Like, don't devalue some of the greatest people that ever walked on fucking earth, yo. I don't gotta compare them with my world.
Where we're at, you have to kind of expect that because of where we at. You're gonna have people comparing because we're here now. You got to look back and see, okay, you know, one based on the fact that they tell Africans that, you know what I'm saying, like they basically like trying to keep them out of history, but then science brings it back, like everything comes from that. But like I think they was more focused on just showing the foundation of a particular type of thought as far as like an ontological perspective of coming into being. Like that's basically what the Big Bang is explaining, how we get here. That's our, you know, whatever you want, that's our understanding. We got the tools, but it's still a story that you got to be, you know what I'm saying, that how you got here. That's what I think they're comparing. I don't think they're trying to insert the cosmic background and all that. I understand like the new aspect, what he's trying to say as far as that, because he's not the only one saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, you bet. Like I said, you better than me, yo. Maybe it's just you younger than me, yo, because that shit sound crazy as fuck to me. Like the Egyptians coming into being, they was only talking about their tribe. They sure as fuck wasn't talking about the Hittites. They wasn't, and they knew who the fucking Hittites was. They didn't think the Hittites came from the same place they came from, yo. And I could pull that shit up. They just didn't think that.
Right. They understood people. They documented who they thought was outsiders and whatnot.
Right.
But I'm saying.
But it wasn't. That's the funny part. Think about that. That the Nubians is related to them, Homo sapiens sapiens. The Hittites is related to them, Homo sapiens sapiens. Hell, you got tribes living right next door, hate each other, don't even know they brothers and sisters. We never even, how about that, yo? You literally got tribes, right? That was down to what, 300 miles away, right? They ancestors just broke away 300 years prior. They don't even know they come from the same place. They got a whole different folklore, whole different religion, whole different ecology, but they are actually genetically related. They wouldn't have known it. That's funny.
I'm saying like they saying they come from Ra, tears of Ra. So that obviously is not literal. So you would have to dig into that to try to understand what they were saying. We can't just write it off as some crazy ass shit that they were saying.
No, that's different. No, see, you ain't never heard me say that. See, that's
no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's their thing. That's their thing. Yeah, yo, that's they. I'm just saying, like that. See, that's the difference. I'm not trying to apply their thing to what we do now. They wasn't even talking about the whole world, yo. Right? I've seen Hebrews do the same thing. They actually think that the Bible narrative, right, is actually talking about the whole planet Earth.
Not.
Even when people try to debate the Bible, they debate it as if the Bible was talking about the whole planet Earth. I had to say, yo, it's only talking about them, yo, and the people they knew, right? And they named the people they knew and where they thought they came from. They said it. They come from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve. You can read the whole story. The Hittites and this, that, and other. These niggas do not mention nobody in South America, Australia, North America, South Africa. They never even went. They went no farther than the Upper Nile in the Delta. Nigga, they ain't go past that Parameses. Far as they went. Most people don't even know that. They don't know about West Africa. None of that shit. Hebrews, it's just, so I'm just saying, like, I just want to let, you know, the African Americans know that when you read the Bible, you're not talking about the world, my nigga.
Or not.
But see, but being as though we not Hebrews, we can talk shit about that and say that. But Lord knows, don't say that about the Egyptians. Oh, no, them niggas was over here in North America. Oh, they was, see, these niggas is global travelers. See, and it's hard. That's why I say it's hard for you, yo.
I'll fight with you on that because I ain't seen. You have to show me a text that say something about.
So who's saying that though? Like who's saying that the Egyptians was here in North America? That's crazy
though. It's crazy people out here though, Kofi. That
PhDs, yo, for Rousey. We just talked about it. These are PhDs in the community that we claim we represent, yo. And the only nigga gonna call Garfield, call them out. They can't stand me. I've talked on the phone for Rousey. He's think I'm a nut. I'm saying, so hold on, yo. So how do the people determine? Look, I don't got a PhD. You don't got a PhD. Kofi, you don't got a PhD. Chef, you don't got a PhD. Sosa don't got a PhD, right? They looking at the PhDs. Remember, I promoted people with PhDs. I'm like, yo, that shit, I put people to scholarship. Remember, that's my thing, yo, sources, references, qualified people, yo. People saying, well, what the fuck is going? We've pushed people in the direction that they trust these people, yo. These niggas got the Egyptians being world travelers.
Where's the evidence?
Hold on. Assad extend that shit too. Yeah, man, all the way up motherfucking Mesopotamia, dog. Sumer.
That's not good to going to North America, and that's based on his independent research. So
look at my arm, yo.
That ain't the same. We're not gonna say America and
Yo, did you look at a map? Yo, did you look at a map at 8,000 years ago, yo? 8,000. Listen, Sumer, they got 6,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago. You got the Uban period. You got the different. Okay, really? Like you can tell when Mesopotamia did a little trading, right, with Egypt. We can look at that dynastic period. You can see a few artifacts. We ain't talking about a whole lot, right? People mix that up and make it seem like the Sumerians, not even we ain't talking the Mesopotamians, not Sumer predates that. We ain't talking about Sumer. The Mesopotamians made Egypt. You done heard fools say that shit, right? And what I'm saying is, man, that you can't be the only one with it. See, that's a red flag for me. Right? I'm not putting it on nobody. When I was listening to Malachi York, yo, I remember very, very distinctly that he was the one. Louis Farrakhan, he is the one, the messenger. Right? He's the messenger. You gotta say it like that. Messenger. Let me stop. Sosa, what's up, man? What's up, King Sosa?
Ain't much, man. Just bouncing in, man. Keep rocking. I'll jump in when it like double Dutch. Go ahead.
So
with it, Sosa?
What's going on, y'all? Peace, y'all, bros, man.
Where you at, Chef? You want to add something in there? He probably knocked out. What about you, Mr. Anthony?
Yeah, I just want to. Hey, what's happening with your brother, Sosa? I just want to say that with all the instruments and tools that we have for whatever field you studying, we have to take advantage of it. I mean, we have to, because ain't nothing wrong with remembering where you come from, but don't you want to be better? Don't you want to advance it? So let's stick with the science, man, and move forward. I think that's our best way. And that's just my opinion. Damn, it's cold out
here. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the Egyptians never seen a Big Bang television show. Yeah, we can all agree. Oh, that shit funny, yo. God damn, yo. Oh, man, you want to add something to that, Kofi, man? What you got, man? You ain't got to go on my flow. What you got?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what this guy you talking about. I'm trying to understand what is his his evidence. What kind of what evidence he done presented that the Egyptians was over here in North America? What evidence he done presented or he can show for them getting over here? Can he show what boats that they use? I know some of the boats that they use in the Pacific region. They use certain boats. So can he show us some boats that actually could get out there on that ferocious water and set sail all the way over here. And I don't know that technology, it wasn't created. You know what I'm saying? We just got to give credit where credit due. I'm not one always to say black people are one that's always to create something, but you don't get that technology until you get to the Portuguese area. You start getting these sails and all this different technology in order for them to be able to get out here in these ferocious waters and sail the way they sail. That's why I see the technology being created. You know what I'm saying, during the Portuguese era. So I'm asking, where is the guy information? And what type of information he done presented that he's showing that they actually set sail here. They made it with the boats that they producing. They went across that ferocious Atlantic and they made it and arrived here in North America. And what time period did they made it here in North America? We know at one particular time, for a while, North America was covered, in a sheet of ice.
Yep, half of it.
Mm-hmm.
Laurentide ice sheet. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Facts.
Yeah,
All right.
he's saying that Africans had a connectivity
Yeah.
from Africa all the way to Oceania to Fiji, and it was consistent and constant the whole time, even all the way up to the Americas. So he's saying that that's why you see the megalith structures, all that ties into Africa, and the knowledge being transferred from Africa to all these other nations.
Mm.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, he did too much. So right here,
Yeah,
we
but
talk
where the
about,
proof is?
huh?
Go ahead. No,
All right.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out the proof. I want to see the technology. I want to see these boats that they actually use to get to wherever he said they set sail at. But go ahead.
You got to get the
Right
confidence.
here. Right here. Y'all see this island right here? See that circle? Cape Verdes. Remember the Portuguese had a colony right here, right? Guess what? Guess what, yo? They couldn't get around this motherfucker to get down here to here, yo. Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the Zing and them at, the Congo, they couldn't get there. That's funny, right? Like you would think with the ships they had, they could go from here to here. They couldn't for years, yo. It was crazy because of the tide, because of the wind. You know what I'm saying? They literally couldn't take a ship and do this, yo. They had to realize, wait a minute, you gotta get the fuck away from these motherfuckers. Then go down there. They didn't know. Look it up. You know, we give people a whole lot of credit for shit they couldn't even do. I'm gonna say it again. They could not get from that green circle right there to fucking here. You would think, yo, with their ships, right, that they could actually get from that green circle to there. They really couldn't get there, yo.
But even if they could, you're not gonna fucking people a continent like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna be able to go back either. Like how the fuck? Like how does that work? If you make it over there, how the hell you get back?
With the ships? I'm talking about with the ships, the Portuguese.
I thought you were talking about the Egyptian.
No. I'm talking about the Portuguese. Yeah, Kofi talked about the Portuguese and their ships, right? All right, how they got to West Africa. The reality is, yo, they set up a colony right here and was bringing slaves right there, right? But then they couldn't get down to here, yo, right? To Nzinga and them. King Alfonso and them. They couldn't get there, yo, for a while. They had to figure it out. Damn, you can't go from here to there. You gotta get the fuck away from the islands and shit, then sail down there. It's the funniest shit ever, yo. So for Rousey and them, they do too much, and then they boast on their PhDs. But we know, yo, it's about your methodology, the way you get to your conclusion, your understanding of said information. So maybe for Rousey and them think that these Africans had spacesuits. Yeah, spacesuit. Right. But anyway, okay, so see, you don't agree with that. Yo, but they fighting for the same thing we say we fighting for, yo. So I can't understand how we could say, no, they couldn't have did that, but then we fight when we strictly talking about science and strictly talking about mythology. And what mythology, most people think mythology means something was trash. No, that's not the meaning of mythology, yo. That's the way people keep their records. That's the way people transmit their information. That's the way people make you understand who you are in the world you in ancient times, ancient storytelling. But it's far more important than a fucking iPhone, yo. Like, we tripping. Like we tripping. Like, yo, if you don't got proper folklore, proper mythology, proper philosophy, yo, your tribe, yo, is in trouble. Like, that's how you keep your tribe together. That's how they know who they supposed to be, when they supposed to be. That's how they know who their enemy is. Read the Bible, yo, the Bible tell you clearly who their enemies are. It's in their mythology. But, you know, I'm just an old nigga around here, yo. What you want me to say, yo? You know, how can I, you feel me?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, in order to you know, when you look at, you know, different ancient, you know, cosmogonies and stuff, I think the first thing you have to do is compare them to other ancient cosmogonies and see what type of things are universal, because, you know, humans have a way of reacting similarly in certain situations, right? So, like, right, just like you see those burial practices in Egypt, you also see that in China. You see what I'm saying? Because there's just certain things that's in us through our evolutionary process that just makes us human, and we just react a certain type of way based on our understanding, based on belief. You know what I'm saying? That's why we see sacrifices all over. So before you can start to distinguish what is unique and then compare it to something modern, you have to flush out those things that just come about through happenstance, just from being human. You know what I'm saying? Like, every tribe, the first thing they're going to do is say, okay, who are we? Okay, what makes us us? And they're going to develop a origin story centered around the group that solidifies them and makes them them. You know what I'm saying? So we're not knocking any ancient society for doing that, because that's just human. Like, that's just what they're going to do. Like, a child is going to be like, where the sun come from, daddy? That's just natural. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to create these different ideas to kind of fit a narrative, and then you're going to weave your your politics, your morals, and all those things going to be whipped into that story. So when I hear people talk about it, I don't really like to say or say that they had an understanding. I think we can say that they had a theory, but we can't say understanding, because in order to have an understanding, you would have to be able to verify it and test certain things, and then say, okay, now we understand this and this. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's an argument right there, boy.
What we do, what ancient people did, is they try to figure out, like how they may say, try to figure out how the universe came into be, or how our people got here, right? But what we do is we're trying to figure out how the universe works, and that's a totally different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out, you know what I mean, how it works, what role do the stars play? What role do the moon play? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out how it works, not just how it came into be. It goes even further.
But the thing with that is, like, you won't know those things until you do the comparison, because in the comparison, you're going to find similarities and things, like how you talking about the universal things with the sun, but you'll also find variations as well, because everybody don't all do the same thing. But I can, you know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, there's always going to be delineation, because, I mean, shit, niggas, maybe because, you're creating a story, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be set around your environment, what you're experiencing in that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, the jaguar is going to be essential in Olmec culture, but you're not going to see the jaguar in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be different animals, you know what I'm saying? And those different animals have different attributes. They react, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So,
in their experience. Agree.
Yeah. That's why I was saying, like, it's better to do it. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying, like, it's more fair to compare ancient cosmologies to other ancient cosmologies. I think that should be done first.
That's what I think that we kind of, I don't know, like, I read his shit. So that's basically what he's looking at the whole continent and seeing what all is similar, and then he deals with what's not. And
Yeah,
in great detail. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take from what I hear from when he gives a lecture. I don't hear the crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Only when
but you're gonna see similarities. I mean, I agree with everything that he said. I wrote about it. If you understand
what book?
My beautiful lessons about Kimoyo book.
What page?
I talk about I don't know a specific. It might be the one I wrote. Chapter 2, African place of humanity and Kimoyo. That's chapter 2. The African place of humanity and Kimoyo. So I deal with evolution in there. So I talk about evolution in there. So I talk about early man, the early stages of man, the development of man, and then how you get all these different traditions, how these traditions that was developed through the geographical location, how they explain their natural world, how the natural became the supernatural. Just like he was saying, Sosa was saying, son asking about the sun. These were things that they asked. So I explained that in the book how certain things, how a lot of the myths became explanations. Those was explanations that they not saying that the explanations that they was given was based on a scientific premise. They was just explaining it in the best form that they could explain it at that simple time. So the natural became the supernatural when they started to explain certain things. When they started to, what happened was they began to answer their own question. Why do water fall from the sky? Why is water not water, but why is fire erupting from this mountain? I'm over here. Where do we go when we die? How do life come into being? So they begin to start to answer these questions. So you will start to see they begin to.
I'm mad at you now, Kofi. Because, nigga, you just did this shit 3 weeks ago and just said the fuck you just said, yo. Like, we all fucking agree to that. Conversation would have been over there, bro. Like, nobody on this panel disagrees with what the fuck you just said. Where the hell was you?
I stayed about it.
Do you see? Wait, yo, do you see? No, do you see how simple that was?
Mm.
Like, anybody disagree? How could you disagree with that? Like, what the fuck else was they gonna do? Like, so now they're not allowed to explain their own world? They're not allowed to try to explain where the water out the sky came from? They're not allowed to deify that? Oh, really, motherfuckers? That's what the whole planet did. So you can't do that now? Just because now we know that it's H2O, we know the elements, they saying is stupid. No, the shit they saying only be stupid when you try to compare the shit to that. That's my point. Like, you can't compare the two. They in two different frame of minds. One is being produced by Homo sapiens sapien with tools and scientific thinking with no myth, no philosophy, some dry ass shit is based off the data that can be reproduced. The other one is produced with philosophy, creativity, tribe, clan, where you came from, your environment, your whole thing. Let me do this real quick. Let's come to page 33, right? You show a progression here. How many times?
Okay.
How many times I get the book? See, they just think you just got a regular book just talking about. Nah, yo, you know what I'm saying? You give it to them, right? They say until recently, it was believed that human evolution was a straightforward process with a single line species connecting modern humans to ape-like ancestors. However, Our history is much more complicated than this. Many species coexisted and overlapped, and some lineages became extinct along the way. It says there is no single missing link between our ancestors and those of other apes. This is where people all fall off the motherfucking shit, bro. This is where they just melt down, and I'm telling you, Kofi, it's a mindset, right? People still carry they stone age brains in modern times. I dare y'all, everybody listening, get yourself a paper and pen, right? Walk around to all your family members, right? One, for I agree with evolution. Two, you know what I'm saying, God created us, right? I guarantee you, the majority of your family are going to say that God created us, right? Mm-hmm. And then you ask yourself, how, nigga? It's 2022. So if you think that what we're talking about is a hell of a stretch in 2022 with iPhones, all different types of self computers, news, fucking medicines, like, and they still saying we come from the Bible, dog. In 2022, what the fuck you think it would have been in Egypt at 5,000, 3,000, 1,500 BCE? They'd have strung your motherfucking ass up. Hell, I was talking to Ngozi today, like, yo, what about Akhenaten? Yeah, remember what they did to Akhenaten? They wrote the nigga out of history because he decided to change gods. I'm gonna say this again in case y'all just not reading for real, because I read all that shit. Nigga, they wrote the nigga out of history, called him a fucking heretic, because he decided to say Aten. And he never even got rid of the rest of the gods, because if you read the hymn of Akhenaten, you can literally see the other deities in there. He just gave them different roles and made Aten the supreme. Oh no, nigga, you're dumb. You did what? Yo, the priest was mad. So imagine if we was back then talking about, oh, wait, you know, there's really a place over there called North America, and there's other humans, nigga, they done hung you. How do I know? Because their mind wasn't ready for that. They couldn't see it. How do I know? Man, Aristotle, Socrates, Plato. Nigga, read Plato. Read the court. Read the document when they take Plato to court. They was like, yo, you don't believe in God, yo, we killing you. Like, hold on, yo, I ain't rejecting the gods. They killed him. They felt him guilty of treason against the people and teaching bullshit to the children, dog. And this nigga was giving them some rudimentary explanations of shit. Oh, y'all don't know Copernicus, the priest. What did Copernicus do? He give you the heliocentric model. They killed this nigga for saying we ain't live in a bubble, yo, that the planets go around the sun. Galileo, the nigga was on house arrest for the rest of his life. He had to say, no, I ain't say that. Me, hold on, wait, I'm not comparing myself to none of them. I'm simply saying for the last 12, 15 years, y'all been cussing my motherfucking ass out because I say I don't believe in God. Then I'm just simply saying, yo, fuck with the science, get the natural respect. Oh, look at him, oh, he's anti-African. Look at you, can't be. Watch this, Dr. Ross Squad, to a fucking man. No, not to a fucking man. Let me call them out. Asar, Wujai, Sanjetti, they all did a live stream. It's right there on Raw Squad channel, yo. And they beating up atheism. Like, African, look, watch this, y'all. Oh, the African couldn't have been atheist. Right now, I guarantee you that there's gonna be some dudes in the chat room that say that, yo, Africans ain't do that. Go ahead, say it, Chavez. Watch you do it. Go ahead.
That whole issue, that's what I put in my book at the end, because that's something that's contextualized. You know what I'm saying? They understand.
You got your book.
You made the argument about the dominant culture. You know what I'm saying?
You got your book. You got your book. Pull it out. Come on, man. We pull the books out around here, yo. Let the people see the work. Let them see the work. I don't think you're just making that shit up, yo.
Hey, right, but let me say this too for y'all mood too, because I want to
dive in.
Like, you know, humans, right? We don't never leave things that we don't know. right? Like we will always create an answer, right? Even if it's the wrong answer, because that's just how we're wired, right? Because it's better to have an answer, even if it's wrong, than no answer, right? And then when we look at ancient early humans, right, they didn't understand that causation doesn't equal correlation, right? So like if let's say it had rained, right? But on a day that you catch some people and you killed them, right? It rained. Then then naturally you would think, well, it had rained. We killed some people. It rained. Therefore, if we sacrifice and appease to God, then we can get rain. You see what I'm saying? It's that type of thinking that goes on with early human that develops that type of mindset, and that's why they would do certain things to appease the God and bring about rain and stuff like that. That's just how our minds were wired. It's still are wired like that to this day. But y'all go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Travis.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's contextualized in a sense that they can't be based on them being quote pagan and what all them other derogatory words where they don't have an understanding. This is based on people that have this religion or have that particular religion. They're projecting that shit on other people. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, they're being called. Well, I'm saying they're being called atheists because they don't have an understanding of God. They don't understand religion. They are childish in the mind and whatever. In that context, that argument can be made, but then like once you start digging into it, it gets trickier. You know what I'm saying? It's contextualized, like because it's not the same as the people that was projecting the shit on them. That's why I say.
What you mean? What you saying again? What they got to do with the atheists? All the Africans believed in God.
What I'm saying about that is, I'm saying it can't be generalized as either way, because in a particular context, they are recognized as people that have no understanding. They don't know God, quote unquote. They don't know God.
Oh, you saying the Egyptians said that, right?
I'm talking about Africans in general. I'm
What
talking
Europeans said about Africans.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right. In that context, they are characterizing them as basically atheists. This is like through your work. This is what you was arguing. You know what I'm saying? But what Asar is them is trying to say, once you start understanding how they view God, you say that's not really once God turns it into existence, then that shit, you can't really compare that, because that's not what this Abrahamic God is. He's not. They don't say he's existence. They'll tell you that I'm the president and all that shit, but they're not gonna say that. They look at you crazy if you say that shit. So that's a distinction in my, you know what I'm saying, perspective. And it has to be contextualized. It has to be brought up. Yeah, they can be in one sense, but in another sense that they can't, based on these.
I don't want to argue with you.
I'm saying, because it's really not something. That's why I put it in the book, because it's something I feel like it needs to be contextualized. Like it needs to be broken down. So yes, you right in this sense, and yes, they right in this sense. You know what I'm saying? That's possible.
So okay,
we don't both gotta be wrong.
What's existence? What's existence, yo?
The experience in general is just existing, like your consciousness of being aware of something is existing. It exists because I'm aware of it.
You'd be hard pressed to find a Hebrew that don't think that God is everything. They say omnipotent, that's everything, yo. That's existence, everything included.
Right,
they can always.
But they say he exists outside of existence, right? They say he exists outside of it. He does not exist with his creation. So they saying I hear him say that he exists
This is
outside
what I
of
hear.
existence.
All right, y'all want to go to the Bible?
Oh no,
But,
I'm saying.
okay,
You're
but
right. No,
That's
I
what
hear
I'm
you.
saying.
Go ahead. Good
No,
that's
even
conversation.
if
Go
we
ahead.
go to the Bible, we gonna see this nigga say that he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's problematic. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but if we go to just the God concept in general, they most of them exist before space and time, before space time,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, that's common, but he does exist within the realm also. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the difference, though. And that African thought is separating them. He's not dealing with humans. They have to like go through. What's the word? What's the thing, Kobe?
they
The
go through lesser deities. Like if
yeah,
you deal with the Akumi, the Kumi, or the Guluwankulu, Shay, or any of those particular things, the God structure from an African worldview is different from a Western. I talk about it in my book. Let me see. Um, what that is? Supreme deities and lesser deities. Like the
mm,
concept of God, from and I deal with it from different ethnic groups. So I don't give you one particular group. I give you something from east, west, south, and central. I don't really particularly deal with it from North Africa. But their concepts of God is totally different than the concept of a Western God. The operation of God is totally different. God does not have his hands in human affairs. That's why you'll hear about the Orishas. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear about the Vudans. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear about so many. I mean, the lesser deities who operate and deal with humanity on another aspect of or another level. You know what I'm saying? So God functions is different than the functions of Western God. It's totally different. People believe that the concept of God when you because and I understand it when you mention the word God, that word that can be a trigger word for us. And the only God concept that we have been privy to for those that don't study is the God of the Bible, the God of the Quran, the God of the Torah. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
those the way that God operates is totally different. Like I'm saying, when God is the totality of existence within an African perspective, the attributes, how God operates in a sense is totally different. You know what I'm saying? So God is the totality of existence. They're not saying that a human being, or they're not saying a man in particular is floating around in space who has his hands particularly in human affairs. You pray to this God, and this God is gonna sweep his hands down and bless you, or whatever the sense may be. But again, the functions of God is totally different than the functions of and or the way that Western looks at it. So, and if you got my book, you can go to that and I explain that in detail in what chapter that is? Chapter 4, Supreme Deities and Lesser Deities. So when I talk about the names of those supreme deities, so I explain what a supreme deity is, and I'm giving you these names in a sense so you can understand because people have a problem with the word God. People have a problem with the word deity. We understand we speak in English, and I'm trying to speak in the target language that we speak so you can understand. Even though sometimes when we give these terms, that's why we look at them in the same sense as the Western because we using their terms. So I explain what a supreme deity is. I explain what a lesser deity is. I explain what the function of the supreme deity is. What is the supreme deity of what God is? In these different ethnic groups. So I give it to you from these different ethnic groups, and I explain to you what a lesser deity is, and then I explain the lesser deities, and then I and a lot of the different names. Like you may hear, I may talk about the Voodans. We know that it's a tradition called voodoo You know what I'm saying? And they have lesser deities, which is called the Voodoo. And we know if you look, which is popular right now, is Asheshe, which is popular right now. The word Orisha is thrown around. So, but I just I break down. Let me see. I'm trying to go to a page in here.
Page 68. That's for the voodoo deities.
Right.
I know your book better than you, boy. I read them, boy.
In the Torah, like in the Judeo faith, right?
Yeah, hey, Shabbos, I'm reading them, boy. I ain't gonna let y'all beat me. I ain't gonna let you get past me. I'm gonna read. I'm a kid. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna do it, yo. I gotta do it.
Gotta get you one of these.
And the Christian.
No, I'm gonna get you got all your joints with you, right? I'm definitely picking them up. Yeah, absolutely. You already know that, Shaq. Come on, man.
In the Jewish faith, right?
Yo, matter of fact, I feel bad because I ain't got the joint. I got everybody else shit.
What you
All right,
say,
go.
Sauce?
In the Torah, like that said, God does deal with mankind directly, but what would double as those lesser deities would be the angels. Those would be a representation of the less of those lesser deities in that construct.
So can you
they go through angels to
yeah,
speak?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Elaborate on that. Can you go through them? Because we can explain the Eleusis, we can explain the Lucis, we can explain the Orishas, we can explain the those other things. So I'm saying, can you explain those angels go through? Because I know they do have what they call archangels. You know, you got the archangel Michael, the archangel this, that, and the third.
Satan.
So
yeah, Satan.
No,
so
I can explain it. I give you a very simple explanation. A Christian will not agree that the angels and all of that are lesser gods. So we already know that, right? But that's exactly what humans do. They like to explain their shit the way they want to explain their shit. Watch this. So you said that the Africans, right? They got a position where they say, yo, God does not interject into the affairs of man. Did y'all not say that?
right, the lesser deities, they have their hands dealing. If you look at their folklore or you look at their cosmologies, a lot of them it deal with certain of them deals with God in a sense, or the supreme deity. And some of them, not all of them, in certain instances, you will get that God, with his results to the sky, something may happen where he is displeased. Which you see this in the biblical narrative, where he is displeased with his creation, and now he particularly moves farther away from his creation, and he lets the lesser deities deal with certain things with humanity. You know, you look at the Akumi system in Ghana, the same thing. You look with the Odinani, with the Igbo people in Nigeria, the same thing. You look at Exsheshe, the same thing. That's just West Africa. If we go to East Africa and we deal with the Chuish people with the Gulu Wankulu tradition, you see the same thing. God become, even if you look at Kemet, and there's different cosmology, but if you deal with the story of Ra, you know what I'm saying? It's in the same, it's the same thing somewhat in the same instance. You know what I'm saying? So now you got the Neter who now interfere with human affairs.
Okay, so we can safely say, right, watch this, that the human being, right, that is the African, makes a statement and says, right, they actually saying they know they God and what they God do. When they make the statement that God doesn't get in the affairs of man. I'm gonna say it again. It's actually a statement that African is actually telling you what their God can do. They just say God don't be in affairs, man. That means they actually know what God can do. No more different than the Christians. The Christians say God does anything, but that's just their explanation. It always boils down to the human. So if you want me to agree that the Africans had a different concept on their deities, what they did, I would totally agree with you, because everybody do shit different. That's what humans do. But fundamentally speaking, their minds are still derived out of the same process of evolution in the Stone Age. Those who were more spooky, right? People don't like that term, right? Or those that were more superstitious, right?
Yes.
Were actually those who lived the longest to pass their genes on. They made it to the age of reproduction. Niggas like me wouldn't have made it because I'm questioning shit. And by the time I questioned, I was ate the fuck up. Nigga, you need to run. You got to get out, son. Get out of there, bro. And I'm telling you, we was at the mercy of the court at all times, right? On the savannah. No tools to speak of. You know, we making stone tools, we chipping the rocks. Dude, you was at the mercy of the court. You wasn't dominating nothing. And that's why I always tell you, our minds, our believing brain was formulated in the Stone Age that we come out of. That's the ecosystem. That's the environment. Man will never make the mistake in calling a man a shadow, but he will always make the mistake in calling a shadow a man. Wow. It's your brain. Those that believe more pass their brains on, yo. And although you have different variations of believing on planet Earth, it all boils down to one thing. Man telling you how their God operates. I'm gonna leave that statement right there.
But listen, the story though, right? When you look at their tradition, right, it's just reworked a little differently, right? Because the angels act in that type of way, right? Because they intervene, or the humans will, right? Like say when the shit went down with Noah, right? The angel came, you know what I'm saying, and give him instructions of what to do, you know what I'm saying, or they appeal to the angels, and you know what I'm saying, for faith. So it's like it's just a reworking of some of the same narrative. You know what I'm saying?
But I agree with that because it's a redacted conflation in general, just historically.
Right. But when you get, like you said, you're dealing with now.
Come on, Africa.
If you shift it right to, like, because they're desert people, right? The nomadic people, and if you shift that narrative to more nomadic people in Africa, more desert dwellers, especially if you don't have agriculture, you'll see a lot of you'll see the same similarities. You know what I mean? A vengeful God, a wrathful God, you know what I mean? That's just how it works.
I mean, shit, man. Humans got a million ways to make their God, yo. I'm telling you, yo, it's just. I mean, not let y'all suggesting that God is exist. Are you suggesting that God is existence? Let me stop off.
No, it doesn't matter if they say that. They're just
Damn it. Do you believe God? No, I'm fucking with you.
No, I'm saying, what y'all say? The thing about that mnemonic device, I agree. I put that in here too because that's really what it is. It's a coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? And
yep.
Of course.
Ultimately, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But as far as, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. I can't even go no further than that.
And I'm gonna break it down to you a little more deeper, right? Huh? If you're in a tribe, right? Okay, there's no prisons. Okay, you don't have jails, right? Right. So if you're in a tribe and you can get people to succumb to the belief in God, right? And if they truly hold to that belief, then you can get people to self-patrol themselves for fear of punishment by the deity, right? Because if you're in a hunter-gatherer tribe and a punishment happens, right? If you don't want to have to be the one to kill them, because now you risk the wrath of the clan of the family member that you killed, the people want to kill you, right? But if it falls on the deity, right, and now the onus is off the individual. It's not me that's bringing this punishment because you're acting. It's God that's doing it. You see what I'm saying? So this is why that played an important role in the development of society and shit like that, because it kept people together and it made people obey the rules for fear of punishment by a deity.
I agree. That's sociology 101. You know what I'm saying? That's
So
facts.
the God is an excuse.
In essence, it's an explanation that some people say excuse.
Yeah, I mean, like during his
Looking at it.
day, it was during his time was is actually ingenious. It's actually ingenious at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a way to levy punishment against people that break rules without having to endure the wrath of the family member that you kill. So a lot of times, if that happened, right, in those tribes, they make the person that has to be killed, they make the family kill the person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that ruling comes through God, but I'm not going to do it. That's your family member. You have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because now if you do it to your family, then you know what I'm saying, everything is more even killed versus I kill your brother. Then the dynamic switches. You feel me? So that's
For
just how they
sure.
did it, in ancient tribal society.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm with you.
I
But
mean, they actually did. Oh, go ahead, bro.
you you got people today that basically do the same thing. I mean, what's the difference in you getting your paycheck and you go to the club and blow it, and then you come to me and ask me to help you with your rent? I give it to you, and then you say, "Oh, thank you, Lord." What's the difference? I mean, why didn't the Lord keep you from going in the club and blowing your paycheck?
You crazy.
Yeah, the current situation is just a byproduct. Now, see that now, and that speaks to your hijack argument. Now we can throw the hijack in. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll say that's a hijack from our past evolutionary process.
Yo, it's 2022. I dare y'all do the experiment, yo. People still think men can walk on water, yo. Like it's and I'm being serious, yo. And if you talk too much shit about it, now you're being disrespectful. Right? But we've been beating up religion right here forever. But Lord, those don't say nothing about the African religion because they got something different. But the reality is, yo, it was essential for their survivability to have that. Religion, if you read what religion is cultural practices, burial practices, sacrifices, veneration, may have a God, may not have a God. You got ancestral worship in Africa. We don't even have a God, right? Shout out to the great Sahotep for bringing it in there, right? You look at Shaka Zulu, he chopped the head of the priest off. Like y'all niggas believing too much. Yo, put your head back on, nigga. If you let me see your God, put your head back on. I ain't making it up.
Let's see how that works. Yeah.
I ain't making it up, yo. I'm just saying, yo, and I'm saying, yo, your religion is your deification of your culture, yo. Right? It's how you make your culture special than everybody else's. We know the Africans had the oldest religious systems, right? People may not like to use the word religion, but they had the oldest cultural practices in religion, whether you like it or not, starts in fucking Africa. Yo, I can show you. Early
I think.
hominids. Go ahead.
No, I just think like where the problem come in like with y'all when they say that is um the comparing, like I know at one time, this is how I actually got to know CK. You know what I'm saying? Was my first experience with CK was on this show 2 or 3 years ago. And we cool as hell now, but her and that wild boy y'all let wild young cat y'all had over here at one time.
Double
X.
It was
X.
yeah, double X. It was the for me, I
Jump, yo.
understand people not gonna I don't get mad when people disagree with me. You know what I'm saying? I understand everybody's not gonna agree with everybody. So I don't get mad and get in my feelings. The only thing that and I'm speaking for me and I think this is where it's coming from. It's like when with me it was the comparing their tradition or their African traditional religion or African way or African spirituality, however people encase it with Western with Western religion. And it is two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? It is you can compare and contrast. Some of the it has a lot of similarities, but it's different. That was the only thing with me. But with the comparing it with the Western religion, I think that people begins to take it a certain type of way when you know y'all say certain things, and it does come off like disrespectful. Like I even on the told Unc on occasion, I agree when me and Unc talk we have a conversation, I'd be like, okay, I can agree because when he's on here, sometimes I cannot, I won't understand or I take it a certain type of way. But then when we on the phone and we having a conversation, he ain't imp. And then he can explain, he's still explaining himself where I'm able to understand it. And it ain't coming off like he's being disrespectful or, you know what I'm saying, or that just African culture ain't what it is. So I think sometimes it's just the delivery with what y'all be saying is how people be perceiving it as anti-African. But like I said, I have no issue with y'all disagreeing on certain things. I don't. That's why I just stay out of it because I understand people is not gonna always agree, and I ain't got time to be arguing all the time. But I think that it's just a way that y'all have to start presenting yourself because I know that sometimes y'all will get a little out of hand and say a little something, on the side. I think that's what rubs people the wrong way. But I know, Unc is not anti-African. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Sosa anti-African. I don't speak to Sosa that much, but I don't think Sosa anti-African because he Geechee. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Sheffrin anti-African. I never asked him. I know
Oh,
Corey. Corey told me he's not anti-African. I done talked to Corey over the phone. Corey done told me this personally. So, and I understand. And even with me, there's certain things in the culture. I know people don't look at us as much, or they starting to look at us as much. But if they go back and look at the a couple of years ago, we don't romanticize Africa neither. You'll hear me say some stuff, and some of the stuff that y'all done said in the past, I have said the same thing in the same. I done, may have not delivered in the same way, but I done said the same thing. There are things in the traditions that I don't like. There are things in the tradition that I don't agree with, and I have brought that to the front, to the forefront, and made it known, and it also explained why they did it, but say, hey, yeah, because I explain it like this, I still don't agree with X, Y, and Z. Even if somebody come back and say this, that, and the third, and you try to explain it better than the way I'm explaining it, I'm still not rocking with what you explain. So I just think it's just the way, how y'all come out delivering. But like I said, a couple of the pseudo killers, I know they're not anti.
So people all the time mistakenly hear what I didn't say, right? And misunderstand what I did say. So when we're on the phone, right, we talking in normal tone. Well, hell, when we want to show, people want to fucking show. You can't be, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we don't want to hear it. Like, our cultural bias don't want to hear it. Please don't tell me my mother ain't got the best cooking in the world, nigga. You said the shit a little loud, right? You said the motherfucking macaroni was soggy and the peas was fucking mush. You said that, Unc. You said it and you said it with vigor. But on the phone, you were saying no. I'm just saying that, my mother make it a different way. And it's that saying you receive it better. It's our culture, but everybody got the best mother, yo. I don't care what y'all niggas say. My father was better than all y'all fathers, and my mother definitely was better than all y'all. And cooking was exquisite. And you would say the same thing. So there's certain things we gotta understand about human beings. We bring to the table a lot of biases. See, there are biases in science too. That's why we need African Americans, right, in STEM. So certain cultural biases don't come through.
no. What you keep it's called an implicit bias. They say we have bias when rather than being neutral, we have a preference.
So here's the thing, stop. Okay. Yeah, they got you, boy. The cat got you. Tell him that, bro. Hey, wow, yeah,
Back in Lost City.
yeah, good book to get, man. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Cosmic Quarries. Is that right? Quarries. Hope I'm saying it right.
I'm gonna have to get it. Is that that is some of his latest work?
Good one. Watch this. See, check this. Most of y'all should have heard about Brunson, right? Science class, he made the Brunson burner. German scientist guy, right? Look, I'm just gonna hit you with this. Brunson studied light emitted when various elements were heated. All right, this is serious right here. All right, I'm gonna say it again. Brunson studied the light emitted when various elements were heated. And Kirchhoff suggested, this is partner, suggested passing the light through a prism. A prism breaks white light or any light into a component colors, bending them each through different angles, thus generating a prism. When this happens, right, the raindrops in the sunlight, you get a rainbow. Ancients didn't know where the hell a rainbow came from. They explained it the way they wanted to explain it, right? Science, right, understands what a rainbow is, right? And gives you the understanding of it. So it's not a slur when you say they just didn't understand it. They gave it to the people the best way they knew what it was. Let me continue. Watch this now. The two researchers found that pure chemical elements, when heated, gave off a distinctive and characteristic, a distinctive and characteristics set of features that appeared as lines in the spectrum, and that the pattern of these lines was different from one element to the next. The spectrum of elements was a kind of fingerprint, watch this, that could be used to detect the presence of that element in whatever was being heated. Man, just want y'all to know, that's how you know, and Mr. Anthony can speak on this, that's how they realize, right, that the elements that you find on Earth, you could find that shit in another galaxy based off of the color signatures. Ha! The ancients didn't know that, bro. They weren't even supposed to know that. You can't judge them on that. It becomes ridiculous. We only know what we know. Go ahead, Anthony. You want to talk about that? Because I just wanted to give everybody, let them know how we know. I wanted to, some people can't even fathom. How the fuck they know is elements in Andromeda or elements here? Yeah, because of the color signature. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, what they do is they take the light, like you say, it's this I think it's called spectrophy or something like that. I can't pronounce it, but basically what they're doing is what you said. They take that light and they break it down and analyze it by color, and that's how they can determine what element it is and what the temperature is, of certain stars. So, yeah, that's how they figured out, whether the elements on the element chart all the way up to, I think it's atomic number 26 would be iron, and then the heavier elements like gold and all of that, it comes from the outer layers of those stars around the core. So they can tell all that information from the light that they catch from the stars.
All right, man, we're going to put that link out there, man. So y'all want to call in, man, come on in, man. Got some questions, throw it in there, man. All right. I think we've been on for like, what, an hour and a half? We don't make the show too long. Shit, got to get up early tomorrow, man. So, yeah, the link, let me see. I don't know if Gigi put that link in there, y'all. Let's see if I can put it in there. All right, put that in there. So says anti-African Geechee like Kwame Brown. Yo, funny, yo.
Kwame Brown don't speak for the Geechee people. That nigga's batshit crazy.
Shit. Oh man. Yeah, yo, be out there. All of humanity is fucking African. I know niggas don't want to hear. Naked apes.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say like too, like Kofi Chef is like, like, and I was saying before, like a lot of people get, I'm not saying y'all guys do, but some people become offended when we put everything critique, you know what I'm saying? And like that's just part of the scientific rigmarole, bro. Like, don't scrutinize every little detail. You know what I'm saying? That's just how you're supposed to, that's just how it's done. And I think sometimes with some, it's like when we scrutinize every detail, they become frustrated because they think it's an attack. But it's not an attack. That's just how it's done. You know what I mean? So a lot of people then they'll be like, man, you just got an anti-African, man, because you know what I'm saying, you ain't trying to accept nothing. No, I'm just scrutinizing everything that I'm supposed to. I mean, you're supposed to be skeptical of anything until proof, till something's proven. It's supposed to be a complete skeptic, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I don't take offense to a lot of it. I get it.
Don't you say them Africans would have used a thermonuclear weapon, yo, if they was fighting one of their brothers if they had it? Don't you say that.
Yo, what I want to say is peace to the gods, peace
Nah,
to the
yo,
panel.
yo. Relax. Nah, you can't do that, yo. No,
I was about to
yo.
get used. Okay, I want to say peace when I get the opportunity. I want to say peace to the gods, peace to the panels.
Yo, no. Stop.
Don't stop giving love. Stop giving love. Let you talk.
Yeah,
stop giving
love. Let me talk. Right.
All right, I got
Absolutely.
you, dog. I got you.
Yeah. Let me introduce people into the panel, yo, by order, yo. What's up, Geechee? What it do, man?
What's good with it, bro?
How you doing, brother, man? Welcome to the show, man. What's on your mind, bro?
Chilling, man. I just heard y'all building, man. Just an interesting conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, people thinking Africans had this crazy knowledge back. That don't make no fucking sense. I'm with you with that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Get him, Kofi.
What up, bitch?
Anti-African brother could just hop in and make anti-African statements like that.
The anti-African statement, Geechee. What's wrong with you? Get him. How dare you with the Geechee name? Let me stop, yo. Okay.
I like to say this, yo. I have like I said the other night, I have an appreciation for the ancient mythologies. And the reason why I feel that way is because when I was early, like I say, I was young when I got into the astronomy. And I can put myself in their place as far as, me being young and wondering what was going on up there. I can understand that. But that's it. That's far as it goes. Because at that age, I didn't have a clue. I was just wondering. But it was the tools and the instruments that helped me to advance my wondering into knowing. So I get it, but that's as far as it can go. It was just wondering.
Let me ask you, brother Anthony. You saying that you can't take nothing from African culture and apply it today's time?
Well, as far as what I know, like I said, I only speak on astronomy. That's my lane. But yeah, I can take a lot You know, they saw the same thing that I saw. They saw the same thing that I see now. But based off of that groundwork that they laid, I'm able to advance that to get an understanding of what I'm looking at, which they weren't able to do. You know, they were wondering, just like I was when I was a kid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, because that wondering is what got me where I'm at now. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I got you.
All right, so let me read this before I bring Nile Valley Hebrew, which is a contradiction in itself. But anyway, page 57 of this book.
Talk, man. Go ahead.
We got the West African Egyptians. We got the Nile Valley Hebrew. Nigga, I give up, man. Y'all black. Boy, we all created around this motherfucker.
The Jewish Muslim.
Let me speak to what Anthony just said. Watch this, page 57. It said, similar up into the 19th century, right? Classical astronomy focused on the brightness, color, and location of objects in the sky. So much so that French philosopher Augustus Comte formally declared these bits of knowledge as the fundamental limits of astronomy. All right. Any research which is not ultimately reducible to simple visible observations is prohibited for us concerning the stars. He wrote in his Cours de Philosophie Positive in 1835, which meant that we could never study by any means their chemical composition or their mineralogical structure, right? Because in this time, the shit was fucking impossible. Remember I talked about shit that's impossible, right? To a age of people, right? Becomes possible based off of technology. That's why earlier I talked about Brunson. Watch this. That's surely one of the most boneheaded statements ever made by a learned person. What followed just a few decades later were discoveries about every aspect of the stars, right? That Comte declared unknowable. Chemical composition, density, temperature. This change is driven by a new branch of chemistry and physics called spectroscopy. That's the word you was using there, brother. Okay? It's a seamlessly adopted into astronomy, heralding the birth of modern astrophysics. See, so when we disrespect what the ancient world did by trying to make them do something they couldn't have possibly did based off of technology, that's why I did the lecture talking about our five senses and the limitations of our five senses. I know some people ain't get it when I did it, but I did it because I knew that would be the brick wall that the ancients couldn't get past, right? So what's impossible to the Egyptians, not because they were stupid, but because of the technology and because everything is based off learning something and getting to the next stage. That's the way the universe forces us to learn her. And even if you get something, right, that's past a step, you still don't get the full understanding of it till you get the steps underneath of it. Because it's all built and predicated off of understanding something completely and then moving to the next phase. That's just the way it goes. You don't dive out the fucking womb fully loaded.
Yeah, they were only using the naked eye. Shit, that's all they had. They observation.
And those tubes, they had these tubes. Now, Valley Hebrew, what's on your mind, man? Don't start nothing crazy and stupid. I'm not doing it. It's 12:15. I refuse to talk about the plasma shit that you don't even know yourself. What's your statement or what's your question, bro?
My statement is I want to first say peace to the panel, peace to the gods, peace to the brothers and sisters, the wisdoms in the earth,
you know what I'm saying, the knowledge borns on this panel. And I want to say to you, you know I'm your baby, man. Keep blowing up your soldiers, man. You won't have none of yours, man. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
hear you. You gotta speak that louder.
I said, did you hear me when I said, keep blowing up your soldiers, Unc, you won't have none to use. I said, Unc, you know I'm your baby. I said, keep blowing up your soldiers, you won't have none to use. But then I pieced to the panel, I pieced to the brothers. I wanted to say, shout out to the panel.
Translate that.
When I said, keep blowing up your soldiers, you won't have none to use.
Yeah, translate that.
Oh, because one thing you know, outside of this internet thing, I'm gonna kill a rock, drown a drop of water about you. And then inside of it, I'm still gonna go to bat for you when I hear scientific illiteracy. I'm still gonna go to bat. So when I come right in and I piece to the panel, you get what I'm saying? I'm one of your soldiers, you know what I'm saying? But I listen. That's why I felt a way about it. That's why I'm saying now, because you gave me an opportunity to speak to you. And you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't say nothing when you told me, hold on, Yahshua, hold on now, Valley. I couldn't say nothing because I'm following protocol. I'm dealing with street stuff. This is no internet stuff, people. So this is called real discipline. Because outside of this internet, Unc is a real one. And people don't know him. They just know him for this internet scientific literacy, but that's a real one. And I'm a real one. And we connected with real ones. So I approach it like that. That's why I shut my mouth until you gave me the opportunity to speak. And I just want to let you know I feel it. Don't blow your soldiers up. And then you ain't gonna be able to use them later on. You get what I'm saying? So
I apologize if I blew up and shot one of my soldiers.
it's like, you know what I'm saying?
It's called the Pseudo Killer Show. You can't kill me on here, yo. It's a show. I ain't showboat on you, but there's a certain decorum. You can't dive through the window first. I'm gonna let you talk your shit. Relax, talk that shit.
You know, I ain't even died first.
Valley Hebrew. Go ahead and talk that shit.
You know, man. I ain't died first. All I'm saying is what you saying is on point and factual. I'm just tired of people saying you're wrong when you bring out certain scientific facts and don't dispute the facts with science. Listen, this is easy. This is real easy, right? Everybody know I deal with the scriptures. I'm a Hebrew. If somebody want to debate the whatever case and whatever topic it is within the Bible, we have to bring sources along with you. And if we can't say, you're going to ask us, okay, prove that. And it might not be enough proof to you that I prove a certain thing, but I do the due diligence to come out with the information to substantiate my stance, claim, or inquiry. You get what I'm saying? I do the due diligence to that. But it seems that when I'm talking, they're wrong. Man, what are you talking about? Oh man, did they say what? Brother, just easiest grandma's biscuits in the morning, Sunday style. Just go get some refutation, scientific literacy refutation, a literal refutation, peer reviewed by the peers in the said subject or experts in that subject to build a refutation. Whether it's Hebrew, I don't give a fuck if I'm a Hebrew, excuse my French, pardon my, and who gives a fuck about my Udo-Aztecan? But come on, bro. Like I do this with my own people who believe in the Bible. Like I'm a certain different type of dude. When I go to, I don't say the white man is the devil or Esau, bro. And I still behind white boys and got it in with old niggas. Like I come from, you know what I think, Unc? The people who say this shit never experienced the shit that we experience. They come from a different type of secluded lifestyle where they never had to address these certain problems and deal with them and learn how to deal with them and live with them cohesively, coactively in the same environment. So they coming from their experience based on their environment, which is not an African experience. When we deal with people, we say, okay, I know you might have the guns, the cannons, and I got bows and arrows. It's not that I'm going to sell out to you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use you for what you got so I can protect what I got from these people 70 miles over this other tribe who's trying to take what I got. Then I might co-align with the tribe who understand our common interests and then take your dumb ass out if you didn't know. And if people don't remember when you brung out the Queen of Zinga thing, That's exactly what she was doing, a political move. Exactly what she was doing. It's called being strategic. George Washington did it. You get what I'm saying? What they call Benedict Art on him, read the American history of them and the secret spies. When they was cutting each other necks, but guess what? They was sending information back and forth to when the British took over New York. When the British took over New York, then you had this brother Benedict Arnold going to Aaron or going to Andrews, giving him information about where they was going to be. So the spies intercepted, passed on false information. So the British led their troops the other way, and George Washington and his cavalry was able to just slide right into the United States. See, everything is political. When you deal with war, it's political. When you deal with religion, everything is political. And you make a good case stating that. And as a Nile Valley Hebrew, Yahshua Libyan now, and I'll break that down later. C group Nubians. When you deal with the Libyans, we can deal with that any time. So, you building the case. I said it. Yahshua Libyan now, the Nile Valley Hebrew, Jesus DiCaprio.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let you get that off. I like that. God, let him get it off, yo. He got it off. You took us from goddamn Egypt down the Nile Valley to the United States.
To Yahweh and Libya.
We went to Libya. Hey, yo, that was a hell of a. Hey, yo, I fucks with you with that, yo. You took us around the world. Yo. Damn.
Because when you teach, that's right. Because when you teach scientific, you don't exclude. It's not exclusive to one geographic landmass within the planet Earth. You go on four corner facts with the scientific literature. So I take you from there to there.
Man, Yahweh got your mic, Nile Valley.
Hey, now Yahweh got your mic, yo. Can't hear you. No, Yahweh got you. Yahweh Elohim got you, yo.
You can hear me because you responded to me. So all I'm saying is this. all I'm saying is this. Let me quiet down. All I'm saying is this. You deal with four corner facts scientifically. So when I took it from here to there, it's to basically show whether I go from here or there, give me something, a refutation scholastically, scientifically, peer-reviewed, that refutes the position that is taking as far as these different said subjects. That's all I want.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? Because because nobody can help me. Nobody can, not even on Hebrews and not even on what, but they all bash Well, but come on, refute them or shut up. That's all I say. Like catch the fade or you know what I'm saying? Drop your flag. Either or.
Yeah, catch the flag or drop them off. Catch the fade or drop the flag, niggas. Hey, yo, Nile Valley Hebrew, they don't know. Most people don't know what gunpowder smell like, yo.
Yeah, for real. It's real shit. Yeah.
What it smell like, yo.
They don't know what it smells like, yeah. They don't even know what it sounds like. Yeah, they don't know what it feel like for your ears to ring like that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that shit close. Your ears ringing, nigga. Your ears ringing. You smell it, yo. You've been shot, yo, and it don't even gotta hurt. No, you just don't know that.
That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Good thing.
That's a good thing.
Good thing. It don't even hurt. Y'all niggas don't know. See, crazy. Don't hurt. But who really knows that? But niggas just been shot. Anyway, look, tomorrow, man, Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center, man. We're gonna be there. I don't know if Sosa gonna make it. Your daughter's birthday, right? Sosa, you said you're gonna make it, right?
Yeah. You tripping with the 7 o'clock in the evening shit, right? You got me fucked up.
Yeah, maybe we get together early though, yo. We could do that. What time you gonna be? Well, nah, that shit's family, yo. You only can do what you can do, bro. That family shit come first, always do, yo. But anyway, 7:30, Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center, right? If you need to get there earlier, just to holler at the bros, you can, Sosa. We be there early, right? Gonna be in the store. And
you streaming from it, Unc?
Huh?
You streaming from it?
Yeah, we're gonna try to stream, but fucking
you know what I think? You should give a little lecture or something. You know what I'm saying? And just put it. You know what I'm saying? Throw the yams in with the greens. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna crack some jokes. No, we got some people in the chat, man. There's gonna be a couple of people speaking. Hey, I don't want you to think I don't see you, Kwame. Hold on. Kwame, Mayat, Ra, Namami, Mental Hotep, you got too many goddamn names already.
I thought I was bad, huh?
Yeah, they
thought I was bad.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. Yeah, you're
They
done.
thought my name was crazy.
You're done. Nah, Kwame, my son actually got a West African name, mixed with like a South African name, mixed with Egyptian name. I put it all together like that. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. But he want to know, where does coronavirus come from? But won't you show up at the lecture, yo? We can talk about that, yo. All right, I don't know what your point is, yo. I know you're anti-vaccinated. You could have hit the link and got beat up if you wanted to. All right. So yeah, man. Shout out to CK, man. Make sure y'all support the server, man. Make sure y'all go to the store, man, and purchase your gear, man. Y'all got support, man. Y'all can hit the Cash App if y'all want to, man.
That's the link right there in the chat, isn't it?
Yep, chat link, man. We got these.
Okay.
Price you cheap for the hoodies, yo. That's some good ass hoodies too. Then y'all know, yo, this right here is some good ass hoodies, yo.
I would have charged $49. I'm gonna pay a smooth 50 for one of them. You cutting yourself, you undercut. I'm gonna pay a smooth 50 for one of them without a doubt. I wouldn't question.
Man, it's all good, man. I want everybody.
That's how you know you're giving the people love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because they walk in a white man store, they're gonna pay $170, $200 for a hoodie like that with just one thing on it to say Da Vinci. Who the fuck is that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Is he giving people scientific? What is he doing for our neighborhood? You walk and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like I'm easily gonna pay. I'm a patronize for a show. That's for damn.
Yeah, space age voodoo. Yeah, space age voodoo right here, yo.
I like that. That's my practice. I love voodoo.
Oh yeah, that's dope. I gotta get that. I'm getting this shit.
I love it. I love voodoo.
Yeah, the space age voodoo over here, yo. Don't get it twisted, yo. All day. All right. Yeah, man. Yo, support the channel, man. We gotta get the subscribers up. I think we got like 1,300, man. We need 2,500, man. Right? We need to really hit that like button, man. Appreciate all the admin in there. Shout out to Anusa. She's a thorough supporter, top-notch mod in the building, yo. Appreciate your heavy support, man. Juju, right? Appreciate you, everybody, man. Make sure y'all support the server. Put the link in there, CK. All right, she built that shit without the help of us niggas. We takes no credit for that. All right? Shit is thorough.
That's a beautiful thing.
Takes no credit for that shit. But it puts us on the map. All our books are in there, scientific material. This shit is well organized and well thought the fuck up. It is. So, you know, CK, that's our leader right there. Reggie, I know you was in the chat room. Shout out to Reggie, man.
Shout out to Saber Reggie.
You just got some raggedy friends you're hanging with the crazy Egyptian mania, but that's okay. All right. Yeah, tomorrow, 7:30, Black Dot Book Zone Cultural Center, right? Make sure to be in the building, yo. Free lecture for the community, question and answer. We're gonna have a couple speakers. We're gonna get it in, man. Right? We don't want to stay here all night. All right. Who you at, Soch? You want to say something?
Nah, man. Peace and good night, man.
I'm thinking about something. I'm saying something this nigga done said earlier. I'm saying, oh yeah. That nigga sound like he ate a pasta, ain't nothing cooked. Like, hey, look, something happened. I don't know what it was. But I want to say peace to Saber Reggie for a show. You get what I'm saying? I learned a lot of mental nothing from him. You get what I'm saying in the earlier stages. Peace to him for sure. And peace to all the people that's banging on the Bible. I don't give a damn about none of y'all banging. Shit. I banged on my own people. How the hell I'm gonna get mad at you for banging on the Bible? That don't make no damn sense. I'll be a damn fool. Shit.
Where you at, Geechee? Geechee.
What's up with it, bro?
Go ahead, man. Close us out, man. Team Osiris on the rise, man. New edition, man.
Oh yeah, what's up with it, man? I just want to tell y'all, man, keep it scientific literate. You know what I'm saying? Uh, shit, stay out the way of the pseudos, man. That's all I got to say, man. Don't let nobody lie to you, tell you no crazy shit.
Uh-oh. Uncle Cat.
I'm right here.
Toot your
hold
for
on.
a second.
We're gonna say you for that. Anthony.
Yeah,
Anthony the
yes, sir.
astronomer, man. What's up, man? Hit us with something, man. Close us out, man. Close the statement.
Hey man, I just want to say this one thing. With scientific literacy, when you're scientifically literate, they can't drag you down to their level and beat you up with experience. I'm gonna leave it with that.
Come on
That's real shit right there.
with it. That's right. That's right. I liked it that. I liked it that a whole lot.
All right. Okay. Sosa, you finished, right? How about Adrian? What's up, Adrian?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you got to say?
As Malcolm X said, out of all our studies, it is history that is most qualified to reward our research. And as the Honorable Mao Zedong tells us, and this is something that we should all adhere by, Mao Zedong tells us, no investigation, no right to speak. Some of our comrades say one thing and talk nonsense. We cannot do that. And that's what I want to say.
Oh, well, damn. Interesting. Chavez, where you at?
And in the hood over here. But good conversation. You know what I'm saying? Productive.
All right, get out the phone, nigga. Keep. Oh, you outside?
Huh?
You outside?
Yeah, I'm thugging out here.
All right, get out the phone. Yo, pay attention where you at. I know you at, nigga. Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, focus. Y'all see you tomorrow. My son got basketball game after that. I'm gonna come check you. Like I said, I got you. All right.
That's a bet.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace and black power. Last person going now, Valley Hebrew. I love everybody. Peace to my brother, Big Unc. Peace to my OG, my homie, Big Unc. Let me get closer to the phone because I don't think nobody can hear me. I said it's the Now Valley Hebrew. I want to say peace to everybody that chat, the panel, everybody that tuned in. I want to say peace, blessings to my brother Chef Ron and Big Unc. You get what I'm saying? My OG, my big homie. Killer Rocket trying to drop a water about outside of this scholastic stuff. So y'all better be careful who y'all be talking to and threatening. Y'all really don't know. People get, you know what I'm saying? People move like water. Water is in every city, every town, every borough. It's some water there. So just like the water there, we there. So just be careful. And I want to say to everybody dealing with pseudo scholarship, Hebrew, Christian, Muslim alike, atheist alike. You get what I'm saying? And my big brother, I know where he stand, but I gotta put this out there. If you don't come with your sources, don't come at all. Now, it's a difference if you're just having a discussion like the white folks do. You have PhDs that never pull out a PowerPoint, never reference nothing. They just talk and exchange information about a particular subject. You get what I'm saying? But then it's a difference if you're saying you're having a scholastic debate, or it's a difference when we say put the clock on him, I'll chew his ass up too. You get what I'm saying? So you have to pull out sources in subjective cases. Just pull out your sources and like I said, everybody know me, man. Everybody fear me, whether it's Hebrew. People know what's up with me, whether it's atheists, they know what's up with me. A person that talk to me won't talk to me for long because I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I got a whole different paradigm that I'm coming from. And a lot of people hear me and they put me in backstage and okay, he don't fit the shit that we's trying to push. So let me put him back there. A lot of people don't want to talk to me, but I have debates with a lot of y'all greatest. Don't talk about it. Don't need to. But I'm really that. I can, like my brother Unc said, when I first came on, he said, we don't need to hear about the plasma and all that because I'm a Hebrew that deals with plasmic cosmology and everything. I deal with stuff like that. Etheric cosmology. I deal with it all. I'm not just a tunnel vision Hebrew. So, like I said, brothers and sisters, I appreciate y'all coming on. Like I said, I love y'all to death on Bounty Hunter. I love y'all. May the Most High bless all y'all if y'all believe in it. And you get what I'm saying. For all y'all I'm going to say this and then I'm closing. For all y'all that say we spooky in the Bible, check this out. I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. I believe in possession. I believe in spirits riding you. I believe in divine incantations. I believe in spells. I believe in libations. And all that's found in the Bible. And guess who else believes? Everything that I believe, which is founded on the Bible, guess who else believes that? Every tribe you can find in Africa. So if I'm spooky, you better be prepared to say 99.9% of the tribes of Africans are spooky. Because when you deal with the Levitical priesthood, we deal with sprinkling blood. We dealt with spirits. We dealt with angels. This is all through Africa. If anybody can find me one African atheist nation, I'll send them $1,000 to their Cash App. And Unc got my word on that. And that's on Bounty Hunter. Straight like that. And I'm gone. Y'all sure live in now.
All right, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody in the chat room, man. Let me shout y'all out, man. Let me go down the roll call, man. Let me holler at my haters too. Right? I ain't got no haters, yo. We got 89,000 people in the building, man. It's a good little lick right there, man. Appreciate y'all in here, man. Man, Juju, CK, Kwame Mayat, Raw with 100 names. He's just talking shit. Two Corona coming and knock his sex drive out, then he be mad, then he wish he would have got vaccinated. Will, I see you. All right, I'm supposed to still in that chat room. Purple glitter. Okay. What we got? I had no idea. Man, I can't even pronounce it. Caparilla. Capital Liner. Yeah. Wow, Capital Liner. Pure Black. Nusha. What else we got in here? Yeah. Anyway, man, I appreciate all y'all people. DeAndrew Black. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man, appreciate everybody stopping through. Go back, get the download, man. You got the Real Black Atheist podcast, man. You know, for those who like to ride around and listen, y'all can get on that, man. Yo, you know how we doing it, man. Make sure y'all hit the event tomorrow in Atlanta at the Black Dot Bookstore and Cultural Center, man. It's going down. We're going to be in the building, man. Everybody be cool, right? Appreciate y'all, man. Yo, Black African Power, man. Look, without that, no more further ado.